Yeah, thanks, Matt, and hi everyone. Yeah, thank you very much for the intro there. And I'd just like to echo that and say that, yeah, well, I started with virtually no capital, so this can be done by anybody. Is my audio okay, by the way? Can everybody hear me?
I can hear you perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
perfect. Thank you. Right, we'll get started then. So this webinar is entitled Retail Arbitrage from going from 0 to 1 million in 12 months with no brand, no website, and no experience. So as Matt said, my name is Eddie Robertson, and together with my brother Andy Robertson and our team, we achieved sales of over $1 million in our first 12 months using a business model called Retail Arbitrage. And it sounds tricky, but is actually incredibly simple and very lucrative. And in this webinar, we're going to show you how we did it, and more importantly, how you can do it too. And it's going to be jam-packed with content, so please make sure you have a pen and paper with you to take notes. And if you have any questions, we'll answer them at the end. Now, before we go into the content, I just want to explain who we are so you know who you're listening to and how we got here on this webinar. We've got a lot to cover, so let's get started. My name is Eddie Robertson, as I mentioned, and I work with my brother Andy. We're just two brothers from the UK, just ordinary guys, very family focused, and we basically just wanted to start our own business because, to be honest, we were tired of working for somebody else. We both worked for other people, and we realised pretty quickly that it wasn't for us. We decided that starting a business like this was something we could be in control of, and we'd do whatever it takes to succeed. So in 2014, we started selling on Amazon. And as I mentioned, we didn't have a lot of capital or information, to be honest, but we were hungry and we took massive action and we wanted to succeed. And somehow in 2014, we ended up doing $1 million in sales in our first year. And we were so incredibly happy. And we knew we were on something pretty special. And now we have a team of 15 people, actually, with a mix of family members in our office and VAs working from all around the world, and we regularly hit sales of around $240,000 to $250,000 per month. And we've also been featured as an Amazon success story, which I'm really grateful for. And I hate doing this, but for credibility purposes, we thought it would be really important to include some proof so you know we practice what we preach. Let's be honest, there's a lot of dodgy people online who don't do what they say. So we want to differentiate ourselves from them and show you that we are who we say we are. And as you can see from the screenshot on the slide, this is for the month of November 2015. We did £157,000 in sales, which is about $240,000 depending on the exchange rate. And this is just to show you what is possible. And if two ordinary guys can do this, then you can definitely do this too. As we said, anyone can do this business, and if we aren't proof of this, then our mum and our aunt are definitely proof of this. These are just two middle-aged women who had virtually no experience on computers, the internet, or business just 2 years ago. And to be honest, my mum, she could barely turn on a computer. But they wanted it bad and they took action. My mum had been a carer for the elderly with dementia for 12 years, and she was getting sick and tired of her job, whilst my aunt had recently been made redundant at the time. So they started this in 2014. And they started part-time with very little capital. But they took massive action. Within 1 year, they hit sales of $400,000. And we were talking to my mum actually the other day, and they said that in 2015, they'd just done $700,000. And they now have a team of 4 people, a warehouse, and they expect to hit $1 million this year, which is amazing. And we're so proud of them for what they've done. And it's not bad for 2 people who were 2 years ago didn't even really know what the internet was. So if they can do it and we can do it, then you can definitely succeed with this business model. So let's get started. What is retail arbitrage? The business model we're going to show you how to do is called arbitrage. And it sounds very complicated, but it's really incredibly simple. And the oldest business model there is, to be honest. It's simply buying items for a low price and selling them for a high price. For example, if we buy something for $10, ideally we want to sell it for $20 and preferably even higher. Now this might sound unrealistic, but believe me, it's not. And the profit you make is the difference between the buy price and the sell price. So for example, the $20 sell price we just mentioned minus the $10 buy price gives you $10 profit. And there are really two main types of arbitrage. There's actual in-store retail arbitrage, which is where you physically buy the goods in the stores, e.g. on Walmart or Walgreens or Tesco, depending on where you are. And online arbitrage, which is where you order physical items online at stores such as wal-mart.com, walgreens.com, tesco.com, or it doesn't matter what country and whatever stores you have in your country. So why do arbitrage? And this is a common question. Now the real benefits for us and from our coaching students are you can start with as little as $50 capital. And this is great if you don't have a lot of money to invest into a business, and we certainly didn't when we started. Our first product was actually a Nerf toy gun for kids, and that cost about $40 to buy, and we thought we'd just test it, and we didn't know if it was going to work, but within hours of setting it up, it sold, and then we knew we were onto something. And you can make thousands of dollars of profit quickly. If you follow the steps in this webinar, you can make profit within weeks and really good money with only a few months, and that's no exaggeration. And you can grow it as quickly or as slowly as you want. You're in control with this business model, and you can grow it at the speed you want to grow it at. And you can grow it to the level you want to. Whether you want to replace your full-time income or simply supplement the income you've got, it's all possible with this business model. And online retail is growing incredibly fast. We'll look at this in a bit more depth because we're just scratching the surface at the minute. So for example, in the EU, online sales growth is still in its infancy. It's expected to grow at least 10% year upon year for the next few years, and it's the right time to start if you're starting right now. And in the USA, it's even bigger. The US online sales growth is only just beginning in terms of percentage of all retail sales. The online retail sales only account for 7% of all retail sales, but this is expected to be rising 10% year upon year for at least the next 4 years. It's the perfect time to get in with this opportunity. Now this is all well and good, but even if you've got the best online sales in the world, where do you sell your products? We recommend Amazon. So why sell on Amazon? Well, Amazon is the biggest online retailer in the world. Everyone knows what Amazon is now, and many people prefer to shop at Amazon over any other store. And they now have stores all over the world, and they're continually expanding. And the prices on Amazon are dictated by supply and demand. It's basically a free market, and if people want a product, the price is dictated by what they're willing to pay. And when there is a limited supply and a high demand, people pay a premium price. And Amazon is growing rapidly. Online sales are obviously growing rapidly, as we've shown, but we're just scratching the surface, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger. And thousands of products are added to their online catalog every single day. Now, Amazon also have a world-class fulfillment center. The low cost of the fulfillment fees can't really be matched, and it definitely beats having a warehouse yourself and shipping all the items to your customers like the old eBay business people used to do. It'd take all day. And people pay a premium on Amazon. The Amazon customer will pay a premium price for their goods because Amazon has a world-class customer return system. And the customer always comes first with Amazon, which builds trust. And people buy from who they know, like, and trust. People will pay a little more for all the benefits that come from purchasing from Amazon. So what is FBA? Now, FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. And FBA is where Amazon will store, pick, pack, and ship your products directly to the customer. So they charge 3 fees when you sell an item. They charge a pick and pack fee, a weight handling fee, and a commission, which is an average of around 15% depending on the category you're selling in. So toys might be slightly different than if you were to sell a beauty item. But the costs are so cheap, and when we include them in our margins, you can still make a great profit after these costs have been accounted for. And Amazon also deals with returns and customer service. And you're able to scale far easier than if you were selling items directly to your customer yourself due to Amazon's fulfillment system. So who is this online and retail arbitrage opportunity for? Well, it's for current business owners, a new income stream with minimal headaches, which is something we all want. And it's always great to add another stream of income to your portfolio. If you already have a private label business, then this would be a great fit. And it's also fantastic for new business owners. You can start with as little as $50 capital on new items, or you can even sell your own items if you have no capital, but we definitely recommend buying brand new items. And you can go at your own pace. There's no rush. Like we said earlier, you build this business your way. And it can be done anywhere. You don't have to be in the UK or the US. You could live in Jamaica or Australia and you could sell in the US or UK. It doesn't really matter. So there's 6 easy steps to make money. Step 1 is to open an Amazon FBA account. Now you can go to Amazing.com or Amazon.co.uk and find out how to do this. It's quite a straightforward process and it doesn't take too long. It doesn't matter where you are, but if you're in the UK, we recommend you sign up for the UK account, as this gives you access to the entire European Amazon network, where you can sell in 30 countries. I think it's actually 35 or something countries, and you get 5 seller central accounts. So you can sell directly to Germany, France, Spain, Italy, and the UK. And if you're in the US, we recommend you sign up for the US account, as this gives you access to the North American Unified account, which enables you to sell in the USA, Mexico, and Canada. So step 2, after you've opened an account, is to find profitable inventory. And this is something we'll delve into more soon, as it's the one that seems to be the trickiest, but can be really easy once you wrap your head around it. Step 3 is to purchase profitable products. Once you've found some profitable inventory, you just have to purchase it in order to then resell it yourself. And most people have purchased something online, so this is a pretty straightforward step. Step 4 is to send it into FBA. You just have to add the item to your Amazon Seller Central account, then box and ship the products to their fulfillment center. Now, Amazon use UPS as their partnered carrier, and if you send your shipments into FBA using UPS, you will get reduced rates on shipping fees. And if you do our method, it works out virtually free. The next step would be to sell the items by leveraging Amazon's huge customer base. And this step is automatic if you follow all of our steps. You won't have to worry about marketing your inventory or doing anything remotely difficult to sell your items. Amazon ensures they sell themselves. And the final step is also the most important step, which is rinsing and repeating. It's the most important step because it's how you grow. You just repeat the process over and over again with more and more products and you will grow. You can either replace your entire full-time income with this business model or simply supplement your current income. The choice is up to you. And eventually you can outsource all these steps, which removes yourself from the bottleneck, and you'll be able to enjoy life more and grow your business even faster. So, finding profitable inventory. This is such a crucial step because this is where the profits are made, but it's also where most people fall over or get stumbling blocks. It's perceived as the trickiest part to understand, and some people get so confused with this step that they just give up. It doesn't have to be confusing or difficult. It's easy if you know how. So now you know that this business opportunity is just growing and growing and growing, and it's huge. I want to show you right now how you can find profitable inventory so you can start making money with this business model too. If you follow the steps we recommend, you'll be able to make money sooner than you think. So we're going to walk you through an example of how to find profitable inventory so you can see how easy it really is. So the steps to finding profitable inventory are as follows. Step 1, you go to a profitable store and find a product. Now this could be any retail store online, such as Disney Store website or wal-mart.com, Walgreens or Tesco, as it depends on the country you're in. Anything popular is best, but the Disney Store is a fantastic place to start for toys. You need to make sure it sells for double on Amazon. So if the buy price is $10, we want to make sure it sells on Amazon for at least $20, as this accounts for Amazon's FBA fees we talked about earlier. And please don't go below this, it's too risky. You need to make sure it has a great bestsellers rank. So by using Amazon's own bestsellers rank feature, we can get a snapshot of whether an item sells. The next step is to make sure it has a consistent, profitable selling price. This ensures you don't get burned if the price suddenly dips on Amazon, and this has happened to us a couple of times before. It's definitely not recommended. And the next step is it must sell at least 3 per month. This ensures you can make profit as quickly as possible. And the final step would be to calculate the profit. Once we've found the product that meets all of the above criteria, we simply use Amazon's own FBA calculator to calculate the FBA fees, which Amazon will take per unit. And once you've done this, the rest is pure profit that you get to keep and do whatever you want with. And Amazon's FBA fees are usually a third of the selling price. So for example, if you're selling an item for $21 on Amazon, usually they might take about $7 FBA fees. So let's get started. So I wanted to use a fresh example. So last night I just went on the DisneyStore.com. It's usually a great place to start, as there's a lot of offers on and it's very, very popular. And on the home page, there's an offers section which was smack bang in the middle of the page, stating there are $10 playsets on offer. Now this is something I couldn't refuse, so I clicked on it. And one of the first products I found was this little gem. It's a Disney Princess figurine playset. Now it's usually around $15 to buy, but they've got it on offer for $10. And I know that Disney playsets are incredibly popular all year round. So I highlighted all the text and I copied it and I went straight over to Amazon and I pasted the details from the Disney Store directly into Amazon.com. And as you can see from the screenshot, I simply input the details and press the magnifying glass to the right, which is then perform the search. The very top result is the same product selling for $24.99 with the Prime logo next to it, a little blue Prime logo, which means it's an FBA eligible item. This would be something we could send into Amazon's warehouse, which is exactly what this guy who's selling this is doing, and then sell the item. And this was a great first indicator we could be onto a winner, but I needed to know more. So I then clicked on the Amazon product listing to get some more details. And as our criteria stated, the item must sell for over double the buy price, and this product was over double the buy price. And I just want to clarify here that I did not create the Amazon listing. These products are added by other people, and we are simply finding popular items that are already on Amazon, and we are piggybacking on a popular listing. So I did not create this listing from scratch. So, for example, if we were selling this item, the seller here is called Papaya. He's selling this Disney Princess playset, and he has something called the buy box on the listing. And the buy box is the front page seller who makes the sale when you click add to cart and buy the actual item. And any seller who matches this particular price will share the buy box. So for example, if we had this item and listed it on Amazon for $24.99, we would alternate sharing the buy box with this papaya guy, and we would make sales too. So if we check back at this particular listing in an hour and we were selling it, it wouldn't say sold by papaya, it might say sold by Eddie or sold by Matt. So that's always a good thing. And the next thing we do is check the products are exactly the same. This is very important because there are products that look similar but are not the same. And we found the best way to do this is a visual check by comparing the Disney Store images with the Amazon images. And as you can see on the images, they're exactly the same. And after seeing this last night, I started to think we could be onto something here. So the next thing we need to check is to see if it even sells before we get too excited. So we look at a number called the bestsellers rank. And this is a number Amazon gives to all of its products to determine the bestsellers list. And it's usually located down the side of the Amazon listing as shown on the slide. Now the closer the number is to 1, the better. So for example, the number 1 bestseller sells far more than the number 100,000 bestseller, if that makes sense. And for toys, we recommend looking under 200,000 BSR. And as you can see on the slide, this particular Disney playset has a sales rank of 8,370 BSR, which is absolutely amazing. And I know this needs digging into more. So we then look at the selling price data to see if the price is consistently profitable over the last few months, over the last 2 months to be more specific. Now we do this to ensure that we are buying an item that will not reduce in price on Amazon. If the price for this item went down to $15, then we wouldn't make any profit. And before we started using this particular tool called Keeper, we've been burnt with this a couple of times, and it was so confusing. I couldn't get my head around it. But thankfully, since we started using Keeper, this has not happened, and you guys don't have to make that same mistake that we did. So yeah, we use Keeper to check this. And there's a Chrome extension you can install that makes it really easy to do, and it actually puts the Keeper graph on the Amazon page, so you don't have to go changing from tab to tab. And as you can see on the screen, the average selling price is $20.84 over the last 3 months. This means it is consistently profitable, as it's always over double our buy price. So we buy for $10 from the Disney Store, and at the minute it's selling for $25, but even if it went down to $20.84, it's still over double the buy price. And this gives me confidence that if we bought the item, we would make a profit on every time we sold one. So now we know it's profitable to sell, we need to know how many it sells. And for this we use a tool called Camel, which is a bit of a mouthful. And this can give you a great idea of how many to buy, as you don't want to be sat with products for months on end. We want a fast turnover of stock so we can make profit and reinvest. And this is what we did to begin with, and this is how we grew so fast. So as you can see on the graph, there are spikes, and every one of these subtle movements indicates sales. Like we estimate this sells between 30 and 40 products per month minimum, which is great, and it exceeds our criteria of selling over 3 per month. And from this data, I'm really confident that it ticks all the boxes, and I'd happily purchase 30 to 40 of these, and I know that they'll sell in 1 month. And for the purpose of this profit calculation, let's assume we sold 30 of these Disney playsets in 1 month. So next, we need to calculate the FBA fees to know how much profit we're going to make per unit. To get the official FBA calculator, please go to Google and search for Amazon FBA calculator, as I've put on the screen there. It's usually the first or second result. It will be called FBA Revenue Calculator. And when you're on it, please make sure you are on the correct one, as there's a calculator for the US and there's also one for the UK too. So when you're on the calculator, you need to input the current selling price of the item in the Amazon fulfillment column there, and then input it into the item price row. So as you can see, we've put the price of $24.99, which is the Amazon price that papaya guy was selling. Then you press calculate, which will then do the magic and give you a total FBA fee you will be charged every time you sell an item. And that's the cost subtotal fee at the bottom there. And as we can see, the FBA fee is $6.50. So every time we sell an item, Amazon will take off $6.50 just for selling the item using their service. But this helps us calculate our profit per unit. So to calculate the profits, we do the following. We take the selling price, which is $24.99, minus the buy price, which was $10 on the Disney store, and minus the FBA fees we've just used from the calculator, which is $6.50. And this then gives us a profit per unit of $8.49 per unit, which is a good profit, but it doesn't sound too great on its own. But if we sold that 30 times, which I expect it would sell at least 30 in a month, that would give us a grand total of $254.70 profit for one item in a month. This is me being on the low side. It's likely you'd sell a lot more than this. And this is only for one product. If you had 10 products like this, which isn't hard to do, you'd make $2,500 profit per month. And if you had 100 products like this, which again isn't that difficult to do. I'll go back to the calculating the FBA fees just because it can get quite complicated. So yeah, we use the FBA calculator there, and we input the current selling price, which is $24.99, as that papaya guy was doing, and we put that into the item price column, and then we press calculate, and Amazon will calculate the fee, and as you can see from the cost subtotal, it is $6.50 per unit. So every time we sell an item there, we'll take $6.50, and this helps us calculate our profit, which gets onto the exciting slide. So to calculate the profits, we take the selling price, which is $24.99, minus the buy price, which for the playset was $10 on the Disney store, and then we minus the FBA fees we've just got using the calculator, which is $6.50. And this then gives us a profit per unit of $8.49. Now, if you multiply that by 30 sales in a month, that gives you $254 for one item. And this, again, is me being on the low side. You could sell a lot more than that. But this guarantees you at least sell them within 1 month and you're not sat with stock. Now, if you had 10 products, you'd make $2,500 profit per month. And if you had 100 products, which isn't that difficult to do with this method, you could make $25,000 per month. And I don't say that lightly because I know people make promises like you could make this or that. But if you do this method, then this kind of thing is realistic. And that's really the whole process of calculating profits there. And that is the entire process for identifying your profitable product. And we hope you learned a lot so you can take action immediately. If you follow those steps, guys, you can make money. So it's pretty easy, right? But there is much more to learn, such as opening an account, finding a winner, maximizing profits, which is a huge thing, sending into FBA, as we mentioned, powerful growth strategies, outsourcing, and much, much more. Plus, there are many tips and tricks we've picked up along the way, and these include the easiest way to guarantee you make a profit, the fastest way to explode your business growth, and the one mistake everyone makes and how to ensure you don't make it. There's far too much information to cover in this webinar, but Matt Clark at Amazing.com told us we had to make it available. So that's exactly what we're doing right now. Introducing Retail Arbitrage Academy. We've released the international edition, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you'll be able to do this method. And there's 7 modules, over 40 videos guiding you through step by step, and exclusive bonuses. We've included a profitability worksheet so you know how much you're going to make before you buy, and you're able to track all of your items. It makes the process we've just gone through incredibly simple. We're also going to provide you with an exclusive list of profitable stores in the UK and in the US. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to provide much, much more. So for example, in the intro module, we'll go through in depth what's possible with this method, what is arbitrage, why arbitrage is a great method, why use Amazon and what FBA is in depth, why you should sell on different Amazon platforms, including the EU, North America, and our exclusive Keys to Success lesson. In Module 1, we'll lay down a foundation for you. We'll actually walk you through setting up an account in the UK, as well as setting up an account in the US. We'll go through profitable inventory fundamentals, where to purchase profitable inventory, which is a huge thing, what you can sell on Amazon, what category to start selling in, and tools to install, which will make your life much simpler and help you grow a business much faster. In Module 2, sourcing for profitable inventory, we'll give you the sourcing spreadsheet to download, which is the backbone of your business. We'll go through profitable criteria in more depth. We'll go through examples of finding profitable inventory and how to analyze whether you've found a winner. We'll show you how to add products to Amazon, and we'll even go through purchasing products and how to maximize the money you can make there. In Module 3, we'll be going shipping your products to Amazon. So we'll go through creating a shipping plan, preparing your shipment, working on your shipment, and sending off your inventory to Amazon. And in Module 4, this is when we'll actually go through the inventory management. So when your stock gets received at Amazon, how to really maximize your chance of making a sale as quickly as possible. Because as soon as we make a sale, we can then reinvest, and grow the business faster and faster. We'll go through reconciling your inventory, tips to maximize profits so that you're making as much bang for your buck as possible, dealing with any unfulfillable stock and how to ensure you get your money back plus profit without actually having to sell any items, responding to customer emails, which is great for customer metrics, and dealing with negative feedback to ensure you don't have any negative feedback, and Amazon loves you for this. And in Module 5, it's all about the growth strategies. So we'll analyze sales by looking at your average selling price and where you're currently standing. We'll go through increasing the number of units sold, increasing the number of units sent to FBA, increasing your average selling price, going through replenishable alerts so you never run out of stock. So if we sold 30 of those Disney toys there, make sure we never run out of stock of them and lose money. And expanding into different categories, which is probably one of the easiest ways to grow. And in Module 6, this is where we look at creating systems and outsourcing. This is my favorite kind of thing. So we'll look at what do you want to achieve ultimately. And we'll go through using a repricer to speed up how you can sell products. You hiring a sourcer which will do all the things we've just done, but they'll be doing it for you. And it's incredibly cheap and time effective. Hiring a processor, which they will do all the packing and shipping for you, and using a prep service, which is incredibly powerful. And then finally, removing yourself from the equation, which ensures your business will grow without you even having to be there. Plus, you'll get the following. You'll get a list of 100 plus websites to find products. You'll find out how many units to buy. You'll learn the strategy to figure out if the price is real. And you'll learn the ideal margin percentage. You'll discover how to scale 100k per month and use the cash you generate to buy inventory or as a whole new business. The course teaches you everything from start to finish. How to get started, which websites to use, picking the right products, getting the best deal, limiting risk and maximizing profit. And when you're finished, you'll have a low risk, low overhead system for generating profit quickly. And you can scale it to whatever size you want. So in the past, we would have charged at least $1,000 to $2,000 for this course. And the price would be justified. It's a very low startup cost, potential to make your money back in days, immeasurable value of having super simple, repeatable system for generating profit. You could go online any day of the week and make $100 or $200, $500 or even $1,000 doing this. That's not been realistic. In fact, here's a quick case study. So Matt tried the system himself and he made a quick $172 in profit in about half an hour, which is amazing. And that just shows you how easy it really is. So what does it cost to learn directly from us how to find products and make profits every single day? It's not the $1,000 or $2,000 we talked about earlier. It's not $500, which you can make in one day when you learn and implement the system we're talking about. And it's not $175 like Matt found online this past Sunday in about 30 minutes. It's not even close, really. Right now, you can get the entire retail arbitrage system we developed for free. No, this is not a joke or a gimmick. You can access the entire course right now without paying a penny. No, we've not gone mad. And here's why we're willing to do this. Amazing.com just launched a brand new membership. This new membership includes an ever-expanding selection of the highest quality, results-focused business education training available. And every month, Amazing.com is adding more cutting-edge training developed by the world's top entrepreneurs so that you can learn their secrets and strategies to profit in your own business. To be honest, we were hesitant to include our course in the new membership at first. We originally thought the course would be $1,000 or $2,000 and we put that level of work into it. But Matt told us his vision for this new Amazing.com membership. Affordable entrepreneurship on any budget. To make the dream of successful business ownership available to everyone. And after this, we were sold. This means you can access the entire Retail Arbitrage Academy course right now for free with the free trial of the membership. And as soon as you become a member, you get access to the entire course and all the extras immediately. You can literally start implementing the full system today and start profiting from it now. Then, if you want to keep your full access to Retail Arbitrage Academy, continue engaging with us and the other members in the Amazing.com community, plus get immediate access to all the new courses Amazing.com will be adding, you simply continue with the low membership fee of just $39 per month. That's only $1.30 per day to change your life and create the most successful, profitable business possible. So you're probably wondering a couple of things. Does this mean lower quality courses from Amazing.com? And it's a viable question. Absolutely not. It's still action-orientated, step-by-step business education taught by experts who have reached high levels of success by doing what they're teaching. And it will always be that way. And is this some sort of trick to sell more stuff later on? Nope. So what is the catch? Well, Amazing.com wants to change the world through entrepreneurship, to give as many people as possible a real path to successful, life-altering business ownership. And with what you've learned today and everything else you can learn as an Amazing.com member, Amazing.com's and our goal is to give you so much value that you feel like you must refer your friends and family. That's the only catch, which really isn't much of a catch. The goal is to make the membership so good you have to tell other people. And that's why Amazing.com will be continually reinvesting into the membership. putting nearly every bit of profit generated back into the membership, giving you even more value every single month. And the courses in the membership right now cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to develop, but that's only just the beginning. So right now you can learn retail arbitrage, how to go from Amazon to your own e-commerce website, advanced copywriting, increasing cash flow in your business, building an online brand for $50 or less, and even real estate investing. And coming soon, you're going to learn retail arbitrage fast track, specifically for the USA, advanced Amazon marketing, selling an Amazon business, which is going to be very, very good, mobile app entrepreneurship, Facebook, YouTube, and Google AdWords systems, marketing systems, and plus many, many more. So how to get started with all this? We recommend step 1 to visit Amazing.com/now. Step 2, fill out the secure registration form and you won't be charged anything when you fill it out. Step 3, check your email for your login details for your membership. It's as simple as that. And step 4, log into Amazing.com and click on the Pro membership at the top of the page. Then once you've done that, you just simply choose the course you want to view first and start growing your business immediately. Maybe Retail Arbitrage Academy. And after you've gone through the course, you try others as you see fit for your business goals. And don't forget to watch your emails and inside the membership area to see the new courses rolling out each and every month. It's really going to get big and it's going to be amazing.